director up here in Long Beach, the Eye Candy Cafe. Let's put it up right here for Mr. Shayne Michael. Come on, guys, everybody.
Like Michael, I'm also a teacher. Last year they cut my salary by 10%, and the kid said, "Does it bother you?" I said, "Of course not. I am here for your education. I am here to teach you. However, from this point on, I'm only going to be answering 90% of your questions. So either help me come up with a 6-letter word that means a total disinterest in your students and starts with the letter apathy, or go back to your seat and sit down, Dilemma, if that really is your government name, because I've been off the clock since the 6th period bell rang." Now, I tried to get out of teaching, so in Long Beach I bought property, but a contractor stole $30,000 from me. I will not use his name during this set, though I will be calling him Glenn Turner of Silver Lake for argument's sake. Okay, those of you who are not getting it, that's his goddamn name. Let me know who needs a pencil to write that down. Now, I didn't find the best neighborhood. I was playing the library. I mentioned PCH and Cherry, and people started laughing before I did the punchline. But it's a fourplex. So when I'm showing it as a landlord, I kind of have to play the drive-by shootings down. Somebody says, "Shayne, what's that loud popping noise?" It's probably a sonic boom. But usually when there's one, it's followed by 3 more, so we might want to get inside. Try not to step over the chalk outline of the Girl Scout. It's not what you think. The kids in this neighborhood are just really into CSI Long Beach. Oh, by the way, when you come back to sign the lease, don't wear red. You want to leave south out of the parking lot, don't wear blue. And please don't wear blue and red stripes. Or the person who wears pink, you might get away with it the venue I play at Eye Candy. But that's just because it's a Broadway in Cherry. I had a girl knock on the door and say, "Would you like to buy a box of cookies? They'll help keep me out of gangs." I said, "That's a great cause. How much are the cookies?" The girl said $20. I said, "Well, then maybe a gang is the right place for you." You understand the concept of a shakedown, you're doing it with cream de mints. I was reading a newspaper article that said, if you have any information, please contact the police in your area. And I love when the story ends like that, because it's basically like the police saying, you know, somebody needs to track these monsters down, but it's not going to be us. So if anybody can recognize these 2 sketches that look a little bit like any one of 7 Marvel comic book characters, please let us get some information, because we've narrowed it down to Thor or Captain America. I went looking for another job. Guess where the first place that got me a job interview was? Walmart. The first question in the Walmart interview was, "Shayne, why do you want to work at Walmart?" I said, "Because Target hasn't called me back yet." If you guys hadn't called me back, I'd be having the same conversation with my future manager at KFC. But when they said, "Where do you see yourself in 20 years?" I said, "With any luck, Mr. Colonel Sanders, I'll be selling trade secrets to your competitor." Tell Colonel Sanders it's 10 secret herbs and spices now. Now, I got to a point where I got to a job interview. The first question on the job interview was they handed me another test. And in the test, this was the question they asked me. In a box, there are 18 products that cost $90. The unit price is $5, but 3 products are defective. What is the new unit price? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I can honestly tell you that the wrong answer to this question is there is no way in hell working at Walmart involves this much math. Second wrong answer, no way when shopping at Walmart only 3 products were defective. And then they said if you caught a coworker stealing, would you bother telling our company? I said, I don't know. Let me think about that, lady. What pays better, blackmail or minimum wage? Last thing I want to talk about before I go, because I do live in Long Beach, I have several hobbies to pass the time. First off, I like to leave notes on cards I didn't hit. Then watch the owners freak out while they look for dents that aren't there. If you ever get really bored, get on a roller coaster, but before you go to Home Depot, buy a giant nut and bolt. Wait till the ride gets to that first really steep drop, take that nut and bolt, toss it over your shoulder and scream, the ride's falling apart, we're all gonna die. They will kick your ass off in the small world for doing that. Especially when the girl in back goes, that's a weird teacher from last week. I suddenly understand why they cut his pay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shayne. If you enjoyed this set, I do have free CDs. Thank you.
One more time for Shayne Michael, guys. Come on, put that.
You want to laugh or what? What's up, Shayne?
Our next comic coming up has a special coming up on Showtime called
Can I get one?
The Savage One-on-One. Let's bring him up right now. You see him in all the stuff, all the clubs, all the different places. Let's bring him up. He is so good. He only has one name. Momo!